Before getting to today's video, today's tasting, I should say, or the video I recorded me tasting the beer, I will say that I have to address it. I don't usually address things like this because it's not really my place to say that on this channel, but the recent events at Thousand Oaks, the shooting first and then the fire the next day, is a little close to me. Sarah's parents live in Thousand Oaks. I've been to the bar where the shooting was at. And then for the fire to happen right afterward is crazy. Sarah's parents thankfully are fine. They somehow went around where her little neighborhood was, but Sarah has known some friends that lost their homes, which is unfortunate. And even living in Glendale, which is about 45 minutes east of Thousand Oaks, you can still see, it's pretty cloudy out, and the sky's like a weird orange. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. You can see how cloudy it is over there compared to here. That's where it's coming from. Now let's move down to Malibu, and that area posts this tomorrow on Sunday, the 11th. And yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be windy tomorrow. Hopefully they can get this thing contained somewhat so it doesn't spread like crazy again, you know, or come our way more, or just any more homes that are damaged. I mean, that would be so unfortunate. So my heart goes out to anybody who's affected by the fires, anybody affected by the shooting. Really, really, hopefully everyone is okay, and hopefully we can all get through this. And yeah, but on a lighter note, let's taste some beer. Welcome. Tasting video, tasting an IPA. Let's get the recipe. Keep it quick, keep it simple. This was a split batch, one batch, half of it went to a Hoppy Saison, half of it went to an IPA. This IPA, also for the Hoppy Saison, only steeping for 15 minutes, Galaxy Citra Mosaic, and then dry hopped with Galaxy as well. I did a full ounce of Galaxy in the dry hops. A little more aggressive than usual for my 1 gallon batch. I usually do like 0.75 for 1 gallon. That works out pretty well. A little more aggressive just to see. Flake oats, 20%. To row the rest. Saison is not done yet. I'll let that go a little longer because the Brettanomyces want to finish out a bit more before bottling, because it can be very aggressive in bottle conditioning if it's not fully done. Well, of course, any beer can be that way, but Brett in particular can be intense. I think I did like a 5-minute boil on this. My intention was to do like a raw ale again, but I ended up having to boil for a little bit. No big deal. And yeah, about 1060 on the gravity, 71 IBUs. I'll put the recipe in the description below and the brew day video as well. I did keg this. I dry hopped in the keg, warm for about 3 or 4 days, with the hops in it. Still, put it in the chest freezer, put a tap on it, let it carbonate at about 10 psi for 5 days, and here we are. The yeast was 001 also, and also again like my last IPA, it is hazy. So yeah, making accidental hazy IPAs. I used to dry hop all the time in the keg before I was doing biotransformation experiments, dry hopping during fermentation, which allegedly can lead to haze and other bigger flavors. Recently, the last 2 times I dry hopped in the keg, it turned hazy. 001 yeast is not known to make haze, as far as I know, unless something shifted on it recently. But this is a very hazy IPA. So, I don't care. I mean, to me, the appearance doesn't matter at all. But I will say if I was trying to make a clear beer, it would be pretty annoying. But I could use gelatin, of course, to probably clear it out most likely. If it happens a 3rd time, I'd be very tempted to add Claritin into it, or some sort of gel or something, just to see if it clears out. Or if it's just something else that's just making it stick. I've heard people trying to add Claritin to like a biotransformed IPA with the dry hopping during fermentation, to no avail. The polyphenols in the hops interacting with the proteins in the malt interact and create those permanent haze-forming bonds. So, hey, it's happening here, and rolling with it. So the nose off the bat is a little grassy. I will say I was a little nervous dry hopping with the ounce per gallon. I know it's common, not too uncommon to do that. I've heard people going like 1.5 ounces per gallon, but it's a lot. It's very aggressive, so I went really aggressive on this. Is a little grass. I might have to let this go for 2 or 3 or 4 days to just really clean up, but it's minor. Aside from the grass, some floral, citrus, pineapple, Pretty nice. Not nice as the aroma on the last one, but thankfully there's no off flavors. Aside from the grass, it's just aggressive dry hopping. It's really nice. Not quite as bitter as my last one as well, but the last one, I keep saying last one I liked a lot, which was last IPA I made. The taste is less grassy. The taste is actually really, really clean. No off flavors, no oxidation. I did start transferring my beer, purging the lines with CO2. Now, I used to do that once every 3 or 4 times. Last 2 times I really did a good purge on the lines, as well as CO2 in the keg before and after. And I think maybe purging the lines is being a huge help with not getting oxidation. So, something to think about. I'm going to keep doing it because, hey, last 2 times, no oxidation. You guys who follow my channel a lot have seen some brown beer before. And that brown beer tastes really bad. Really nice bitter. Kind of danky, but not too dank. The taste itself just tastes sort of like a nice poppy ale. I guess I'll keep making accidental hazy IPAs, as long as they taste good, right? Like, subscribe, hit the bell. There's a bell I keep hearing YouTubers say that alerts you if the video when a video is posted. It's right next to the subscribe button, so no worries on that if you want to hit that. Keep doing your thing, guys. Keep getting weird, and I'll see you next time.